Welcome to the Picture Podcast. We are your hosts, James
and Stephanie.
Here on the Picture Podcast, we are passionate about good music and a great vocal. We use the vehicle of NBC's The Voice to give you our take on each contestant and each contestant's performance. Here on the Picture Podcast.
Very good. Very good.
We'll use our platform to feature each vocalist. But what we're never here to do is come for anyone's character, any vocalist as a human being. Now, we may come off a little pitchy at times, if you know what I mean. But we'll always do our best to speak our truths with love, kindness, and respect. And with that, let's get to the final night of Stephanie and, well, I'm not going to say Stephanie. My favorite portion of this competition.
I like it
the
too.
Battles.
The battles.
As you all can see, Stephanie changed up her background. I can't change up my background because I'm on vacation, y'all. But I am not on vacation from this podcast because there's too much to talk about. And Stephanie knew I would never want to miss the battles.
That's right. I was like, can you do it? Can you do it? He was like, yep, I can pack up my equipment.
I said, heck to the yes.
Take it on the road.
I can do it. I said, I take this show on the road, baby.
Yes.
I am here to see about a little mouse, and you can get the reference as to where you think I am. So I'm here to see about a mouse, and let's get into it because there was some singing tonight, girl. Let me tell you, Stephanie, I love this show when they are just out there singing, and there was some singing tonight.
There was some singing on tonight. Yes, absolutely.
All right, Stephanie. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this.
Let's
go. Who do we have first?
So first we had from Team Reba, we had Elyscia Jefferson versus Ashley Bryant. And they sang If I Were a Boy by Beyonce.
They, y'all. It was a Bay song. Stephanie said, Stephanie and I have been talking, y'all, like for years now. Seasons, multiple seasons. We love it when they do like a genre shift.
Yes.
Of a certain like type of song that's by a certain artist.
Mm-hmm.
And can be also interpreted from another or by another artist with another artist type.
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited when I saw that Ashley, who is a country singer, was paired up with Elyscia, who is more R&B pop, to sing a Beyonce song.
Right.
Because we all know what Beyonce's doing these days. She's taking a little journey over the country.
Yes.
And then Stephanie the other night, y'all, sent me Beyonce's like new album, and I saw a certain song on it, and Stephanie and I both kind of lost our minds a bit.
Yes.
When we saw that song.
Yes.
Because if it's going to be the version we know, it's going to be right.
Yes.
I love when Reba said, you can tell you're working with greatness. When Reba said, let's take it up a half step.
Mm-hmm.
As we say in the gospel world, let's take it up a notch.
Yes.
And Reba, because she knew Ashley was struggling with that. And Reba said, you know what, let's take it up. She said, but she also was very aware to ask Elyscia if that was okay.
Yeah, that was a gracious move.
Right, very gracious. I thought that was great advice. I said, but I was a little worried because the boy in the rehearsal was a little off. Like, one of the last things they played, but again, it's just rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the countrified version of this song, Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, the both of them sang that. I said, H-E double hockey sticks out of this song. They both sang it down. I said, that was truly, I said, they sang that shizzle down. I didn't say shizzle. Stephanie knows what I'm talking about. I said, that was a battle royale. Elyscia is a star. The way she threw her head back and was singing those lines, Stephanie, was just incredible. I said, this was a great song for the both of them. I said, the battles this season, Stephanie, are so equally matched. I don't think we've had a season yet where the battles are so equally matched where I can't decide like who won. But we're talking about two totally different voices here. I said, it's so hard for me to choose. I said, but Ashley did this thing with her voice where it was just soaring. I said, and Elyscia, Stephanie, I said, Elyscia was just killing it. I said, Ashley's voice soared. Elyscia was killing it.
Yeah.
I can't believe Elyscia was not stolen. I'm sorry to give a little bit away, but I love her. I love her.
A little. You gave it all away.
All right, Stephanie, what was your take? Because, excuse me. What was your take? Because I love it. I love your take when it comes to things like genre shifting. Because I know you know this song really well, and I can't wait to hear like what's your take on the arrangement.
See, for this song, I was interested to hear that Reba had actually done a version of the song.
Right.
Interested, but not surprised, because I have heard this song sung by various artists. So for a song like this, I almost don't even think about the song in and of itself as placed in a genre, because I've heard it in so many different stylings.
Sure.
So I thought it was a great song choice if you have an R&B artist and you have a country artist, because really this song is just a song, right? Elyscia sang the mess out of this song. She sang the mess out of this song, like from beginning to end. And the part about it being Reba asking for it to be a half step higher. Did you hear how low they started in the actual performance?
I was like, was she?
So how low was it? So how low was it in the rehearsal?
Right.
Like, my God. And I get it, because the very top of the song, but then what is really low. But once you get to the "If I Were a Boy," like it jumps so dramatically. So I get it. But I was like, dang, if this is where they're starting in the performance, how low were they in the rehearsal?
Right,
so anyway, that's what that was. But I thought Elyscia handled it incredibly. Her lows were delicious and clear. Her upper register just sang. I don't even know another way to describe it. It was just beautiful. I love the differing things that she did with the melody. I was nervous for her about that, though, because Miss Reba gave that note about sticking to the melody at the beginning of the song and then deviating later. And she didn't.
Isn't she, Stephanie?
Yes, and Elyscia didn't necessarily do that. I didn't think that she varied a lot,
right?
But it was just enough that I was like, oh no. Like, I literally said, oh no, is Reba going to come back and not pick her because of that? Yeah, I love the Brandy runs influences in her throat. I love the confidence of her performance. Here was a thing as well. Ashley is hard of hearing in her right ear. She only has 30% hearing. So there was a conversation that they had during rehearsals about singing harmonies. I don't know if you noticed this, James, but Elyscia sang all of the harmony parts. Okay. Yeah. When it was time for them to sing together, Ashley stayed on the melody at least most of the time.
Correct.
And Elyscia took the upper or lower harmony, either above or below. So I thought that was a very gracious way to handle that situation. Ashley. To be honest, I thought that Ashley struggled at the beginning with the low parts. I thought it started off a little bit shaky. I thought it started off a little timid. I thought that she had a beautiful belt, like her gorgeous belt. And
there was like Carrie Underwood.
Yes, there was no vibrato. And I think that's what made it stand out. Like there was no waver. It was just straight note.
Like a
Like
bell, clear as a bell, right?
clear as a bell. No
Right.
waver, just straight, and it lasted, right? I thought that she put a lot of emotion into the performance. Yeah, overall, I really liked Ashley's performance. I think for me, and maybe for me with this battle, it was a preference issue.
I agree.
For me, I preferred Alycia's performance. Um, but I don't think that there was anything wrong with Ashley's performance other than maybe the beginning, which it was really low. So like what can you do about that? And even Reba was saying to Ashley, I kind of felt bad once y'all started performing and I heard you singing this note and it was kind of low and I was thinking maybe I shouldn't have picked this song. That was directed at Ashley more than it
It
was
was.
Elyscia. So,
Stephanie, real quick, do you
yeah.
think it was a standout more because we were singing a song that was not in Ashley's genre?
No.
So, okay.
No, because like I said, I don't think that this song is just a song. This song is not.
It can be
When
sung with
I hear
anyone.
this song, I don't think of this song specifically as like R&B. Like it's
Sure.
not, because you're just singing. So no, it's just a
Okay.
really difficult song. If anything, Reba could have apologized to them for singing a really difficult song. And Reba, of all
No,
people,
you're
knows
right.
how difficult this song is because she recorded it herself. So it was
No, you're right.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you know what? Now that I think about it, it is a ambiguous genre
That
song, right?
that is the perfect word.
Yeah. It can go, it's such a well written song. It can go, anyone can cover it, right?
Absolutely. And there doesn't even really need to be a varying in arrangement, right?
I'm
The
with you.
tone of the person's voice is going to dictate what genre you choose to put it in.
Sure.
Like you're going to put it in country by hearing Ashley's country voice. You're going to put it in R&B by hearing the R&B inflections and runs that Elyscia puts in it. So like the texture of the person's voice determines what genre that particular song is going to go in.
It's all about texture.
Texture.
Okay,
Hey,
so who won this battle?
Ashley.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see why Ashley had more, I guess, star moments, I guess is the best way to describe it. Like that belt that you're talking about, that's clear as a bell. Um, I felt I felt like Ashley stole it. I mean, I know we talked
I
about
think
it before. I felt like she stole it a bit. Like
I think
it wasn't expected.
it wasn't expected. I could say that at least if Elyscia had won, I could have said that she stole it for other reasons
Okay,
because of the different like melodic choices that she was
sure.
making within the song. So if she were to have won, I would have said that that was why. That is not something that Reba's gonna prefer, though.
No,
You know, Reba is going to prefer
she likes what she
Ashley
likes.
holding out a note forever, which she did. It was on pitch, it was beautiful. She's going to prefer that over runs and ornamentations.
Well, she was smart because she also went back to Reba said, "Don't you stir from that. Don't you stray from that melody."
Yeah, yeah,
She said, "Well, I changed it up because it's a little low."
right. Got
She
to be
said,
able to
"Don't you
sing it.
stray." She said, "What?" She said, "People in the audience will be like, what is that?
Right,
Did she change that?" Yeah.
right.
Okay. Yeah, that I'm sad that Elyscia didn't get stolen because I really like her. I really, really like her as an artist.
And let me say one more thing. I think John's endorsement of Ashley in his comments to her made a big difference to
Yeah,
Reba
yeah,
because he said that he thought that Ashley had the better vocal performance.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. but it was, to me, like I said a little bit earlier, it was more of a surprise performance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great. All right. So who's next?
Next up, we had from Team Legend, we had Mafe versus Rivers Grayson. They sang You've Got a Friend by Carole King and James Taylor.
The original JT, as I call it.
Yes. Yes.
First of all, this song is timeless.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's
beautiful.
been covered. It's been done by countless people, and just this song, Stephanie.
It's beautiful.
I said perfectly matched. I wrote that twice. I said these two were perfectly matched.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
I don't remember Rivers.
I feel like Rivers was a quick clip. I know I did not see a full Rivers.
I said, because I remember Rivers.
Oh.
I said the Bob Dylan of it all. You know, he reminded me of a young Bob Dylan. I said, Lord have mercy. Mafe's voice is just insane. I said the Spanish singing was crazy. The runs that she did. I said, Mafe, shut up. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I said the blend was just kismet. Like it was just like cosmically perfect. Like their blend together. I said Rivers is a vocal beast. Like I was like, okay, I don't remember him, and I need to, Stephanie.
No, I really no, I gotta look it up because I really feel like he had to have been a quick clip. Because there ain't no, because I once he started,
we would have remembered that.
We would have remembered that. Absolutely.
I said that performance was such fire. I said they deserved a full 4-chair or 5-chair, whatever you cut, if you count Dan and Shay, standing ovation for that performance.
Yeah, I think Rivers was a quick clip. They said that he did Babylon. I don't remember hearing a full Babylon from him.
I don't remember. I said Rivers is just 70s everything.
Oh, God.
He's the epitome of the 70s folk singer-songwriter movement. He's just I said, I wrote again, her runs are just bananas. I said, Rivers should not be gone from this competition. Sorry to ruin it again. But I was very angry. That he did not get picked up because I thought this boy's voice was special.
It was special.
What's your take?
Mafe. Oh my goodness.
Oh my Lord.
Even in
waiting for her. You know, we both been waiting.
We was waiting. Even in rehearsal, I was screaming. I was like, oh.
At the vocal standard, Stephanie.
Yes. When she began singing, when her mouth opened, I was just like, oh. I said, just keep going. And it was so beautiful because
keep going.
Just keep going. Because I could tell that she felt the vibe of the song, right? Which was more relaxed, more chill, whatever. So I think that because I'm sorry. John talking about she's like gentle, and I was like, no, she not. I said, Mafe has holleration all up in her throat. I don't know where you got it twisted that like she's the soft, gentle. I said, no, she ain't. Mafe got holleration all up in her throat. But what I love that she did was that she was still herself, right? She still gave a lot of textures and colors in this song, right? But she didn't do it in a way that overshadowed Rivers, right? It was just a beautiful like ornamentations around what he was doing, right? It was so gorgeous.
Great point that you're making there, Stephanie.
Yeah, it was really it was really beautiful. It was really gracious. It was really artistically smart of her, right?
Sure.
Rivers.
Oh, that voice.
Oh.
I'm still thinking about that voice. Like, really, I'm still thinking about that voice.
When he came in,
Stephanie.
With how low it was.
Yeah.
and how gentle and the breath behind how he sang it. But the way that thing cut, we wasn't supposed to hear him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when something is
this was the, our favorite duet, one of our favorite duets of the two gentlemen, Bodie and
Jaden.
Jaden.
No, but it wasn't even like that for me. It was even more gentle and even
Yeah.
more. It was like
Yeah,
half of
it
what
gave me
Jaden
that
was
vibe,
doing.
though. It just gave
Yeah,
me that.
it was definitely that vibe for real.
Yeah,
It was. Okay, I just wrote, I was like, River's voice is peace. I also said, like, I wrote Beach Boys. He reminded me of the Beach Boys. Like, he had that Beach Boys, like, laid back 70s, like, chill sound,
yeah.
singer songwriter tone. Okay, this is where I'm going, and I want you to follow me.
Okay.
And I'm really going to try not to be sacrilegious about this, but this is what came to me. I was like, all right, River's voice reminded me of the Holy Spirit
Yeah,
because it was like gentle,
yeah.
the breath behind it, it was like powerful enough to hear it, and it cut through all the noise, but it was still gentle.
Like a gentleman, right?
But a
Like
gentleman.
never like in your face. You got to do this,
No, it
Just
was just like it was very certain. It was very sure. It was
yeah,
strong but not forceful.
yeah, girl. Yeah,
Rivers, dude, and his
yeah. You guys
spirit.
make me feel a certain way,
No,
y'all.
it
It
touched my
was,
heart.
yeah,
But
it really did.
even like the way he was, now when they were given all when the coaches were giving their feedback or whatever, I didn't know if Rivers was about to pass out or what was, because he was just very like,
Yeah, yeah.
and this is a big stage, a big moment, high stakes, all that thing. So like I get it. But I felt for him, and not in like a pity way, but I was just like, I really like you. Like the spirit. I
I
love
did too.
I felt
I
his
did too.
spirit.
Yeah.
I felt his spirit. I was like, I need more rivers.
It's a reference.
Rivers. I need more
Yeah, Rivers
rivers.
was like, I was like, yo, this dude is like, he's the real deal. Like,
Yes.
really.
Yes. But let
Who did they pick? No, not saying
right,
because
exactly.
like
Exactly. Because
we obviously knew like she gonna win.
she gonna go through. My fave one, which like yay. And that's what I was about to say. Like, I'm talking about Rivers. But Mafe, you're brilliant, sis. Like, that's just a given. Like, you just brilliant. I knew she was gonna
She
go
did it
through.
Spanish,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
was like, my face
Yeah.
Spanish. Yeah,
It was so good, girl. It was
and
wonderful. The whole thing, you and Rivers, it was beautiful.
it was art. Yeah, it was art.
It was art. Mm-hmm.
So my favorite went through. Rivers went
Yes.
home, which
Yes.
again, this episode was giving us so many people who should have been stolen.
I was kind of a
So,
big mad about this episode
yeah, I
in
would
some
too, because
ways.
it's like either one could have gone through.
Mm-hmm.
For this one and the previous one, in my opinion.
Right.
All right, so our next one was our quick clip.
It
But
wasn't even quick, James. It was like a mid clip.
we got a little bit more than quick, right?
Yeah, it was like a midi clip. Yeah,
Nope.
it was like, okay, but we're in rehearsal. But
Right,
rehearsal is going real quick. But now we at the performance. But the
right.
performance is going really quick. So it was Team Dan and Shay. It was AJ Harvey versus Anya True. They sang Half of My Heart by John Mayer.
And what I got from this was, I said, her voice is so unique and special. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I really got to hear the uniqueness of her voice. I said, AJ's laid back vibe. Did you notice how it just like kind of rubbed off on Anya? I felt
Mm-hmm.
like Anya was like took a more chilled approach because AJ was so chill.
But Anya was chill from jump. She had that
Did
kiss
you get
me.
that from her? Even her blonde?
Yes, like remember her first song?
No, I do remember. I remember it clearly.
And
But
it
I
was
don't know if I felt, yeah, but I felt the laid back vibe more than I heard it this time. I felt it.
All right.
Yeah. I said, Anya just had that Taylor Swift vibe. Like, she just, I don't know, something about her reminds me of Taylor, and I don't know what it is. She just has that vibe.
I don't get Taylor.
Really? You don't get
No.
Taylor?
No, because Taylor
What
is
you get?
pop. Taylor's pop. Anya's like ethereal.
She is.
She's like that kiss me.
Hey, come on.
Like
Sixpence none the richer.
yes, yeah. She's giving me more like Lilith Fair vibes than pop vibes. Truly.
Come on, Lilith Fair, late 90s, early 2000s. Sarah McLachlan. I love it. Yeah. Like Sarah McLachlan, Alanis.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm mad because I thought AJ was like gonna like run this competition.
Okay, but did you notice what they chose to show from the performance?
What?
Them singing together a whole lot. Now, why do you think they did that?
I don't know. Uh-oh.
I have my own theories. I feel like when they don't show and then they give us a result, it makes me wonder what was there to refute what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
So it just makes me wonder, and I don't know. It makes me wonder whether if we as the audience would have seen the entire performance, whether we all would have thought that AJ should have gone through. However, Anya went through.
That's good. Yeah.
It's just a wonder. We don't know. Yeah. We didn't see the whole thing. But it's real.
He's not like pro, right?
He was the pro. And and Dan and Shay said in rehearsal, which is true, this song is right in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So we'll never know. It's just a little suspicious to me. But anyway, congratulations to Anya, and I am looking forward to hearing more from you.
Anya did sing it really well. She did.
Yeah. I just wish we would have heard more.
Woo, Stephanie.
Uh-oh.
What's our leak, girl?
Our leak did not disappoint. Our leak was from Team Chance. This was our last performance of the night, and this was our last battle. And this is a different Saving the Best for Last. That's Vanessa Williams. That's another wonderful R&B singer, but they saved the best for last with this one. It was Val T Webb. I tried. It was Val T Webb versus RLETTO, and they sang Saving All My Love for You by The Voice, Whitney Houston.
I love how Val said the Whitney Houston.
The.
Look, and y'all, Stephanie's a Jersey girl. It's Jersey girl to Jersey girl, okay? Don't get it twisted. I said, before Stephanie, I even got into like the rehearsal. I said, this is the first time I think on like the Be Real that they ever show two artists talking about each other's audition. Like the way that he talked about her audition and she talked about his audition. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
I was like, come on, friendship. Because what they usually do is they'll have them like somebody back up on the door they're about to go in, and the other person, and they're just kind of chit-chatting or whatever. They were on the couch, chilling, hanging. I was
the way he was sitting on the top.
I was like, you better be at home, RLETTO. You better be at home, just up on the top of the couch, knowing that if you was at knowing that if he was at grandma's house, grandma'd be like, boy, you better get down off the top of that couch. But I loved it because they was just hanging. They was just chilling. I was like, I'm feeling this friendship vibe. I'm feeling this chill. Yes.
Yeah. I loved how they respected each other's bonds. I thought the respect of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I said, y'all had me in the rehearsal. Stephanie.
It was fire in the rehearsal.
It was over before this battle began. I said, it was over before the battle began. I said, they are both bananas. I said, I love when Val came in. I said, okay, you can tell Val is a pro because she didn't do a Whitney Houston imitation.
Not at all.
Like, it was all her. And then I said, ooh, RLETTO, your tone. Stop it, boy. Like, stop it. I said, come on, you two just stop. Just stop it right now. This is disrespectful.
It was disrespectful. It was so disrespectful. In the best way.
As many cuss words came out tonight when I heard this. Because I made sure, this was the leak, y'all. I did not listen to this. I purposely, Stephanie told me about the leak at the end of the last podcast that we did. And we're doing 2 in one day. But I was like, no, I ain't going to listen. I ain't going to listen because they doing Whitney. Because I know it's going to be crazy. Number one, it was leaked. Number two, I love that it was the last performance of the battles. Because in my opinion, it was the best. I said, they both snapped. A lot of times, Stephanie, you have one person that snaps. But they both snapped.
They both snapped.
I said, best battle of the season. Best battle of the season. I said, they really saved the best for last. That Val T Webb, I said, and somebody said, she's just a pro. Like seriously?
How are you doing that to Whitney?
And the RLETTO, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me with some of the stuff that you were saying? Stephanie, I'm done. Like, I don't want to say anymore because it was perfect. I was losing my mind.
How did they turn a Whitney song into a come on choice battle? It was a come on choice battle. Like Whitney on his face. And I love that they both gave.
We're talking about the voice.
And they both gave Whitney the respect that she deserves. Like they both were like, this is a Whitney song. This is a Whitney song.
It was a reimagining of the song, Stephanie. That's what I love.
But our point, I think, that we're trying to make, most people can't reimagine this song or any Whitney song because singing the song on its face is that difficult. So in order to reimagine something, you have to basically perfect the original, right? I couldn't believe the choices that they were making. And like for certain songs and certain artists, I'm a purist, right? So it's like, I don't like to hear a lot of things be altered because, like you can't perfect something that's already perfect, right? Neither one of their choices, not that I even minded. I was like, yes, do that. Like, I was losing my mind. Like, how are you? Both of them. Like, I expected it. Hold on. I expected it from Val, right? I expect such from Val. Like, I learned my lesson. She doing nobody's supposed to be here. Okay, Val. RLETTO. Bro. Just like Chance said, when what happened, he said you snapped. And I was like, oh, you listened to Chance? Thank you, because that's our lingo as well. He was like, bro, you snapped. And I was so proud of RLETTO. I was so proud of him.
But I just was going to say that they both snapped.
Yeah.
They both snapped, right?
They did.
They both. Like,
especially at the end with the saving all my love. I was like, what is that?
I was losing it. I said,
the holleration of it all.
It was like, it just kept getting better and better.
It really did. From both sides. It was like a this. It was like it just went up and up and up.
This is what this show's all
Absolutely.
about. We knew. Y'all know when there's certain performances that ain't nobody going home tonight.
Nobody was going home.
No.
Listen, this would have been the one, James Toller. This would have been the one. If it was placed somewhere different, as far as the lineup, and someone were to have gone home, guess what? Laptop done. I'll see y'all in season 26. I'll see y'all in...
It's true.
Balloons.
Let me tell you something, though. Let me tell you what shocked me. I'm shocked that he gave her up. I'm shocked.
Because he had to have known.
I'm
James.
shocked.
He had to have known. He had to have known.
To John Legend. I was like, really, Chance? Really, bruh?
And
like,
for how much of this...
Very smart. He's very smart.
But for how much of this battle has it been Chance trying to thwart people from John's team the entire time? Thwart. Yeah. That's my big college word for the night. Thwart.
I call them $75 words. Yes.
Yeah, 75, 50. But I was like, you let her. That's what. Yes. You let her go. And no shade to RLETTO. RLETTO, you were very deserving of the win.
But I thought John would want more of an RLETTO on his team, right?
But you know what? I understand why Chance picked RLETTO, because he sees RLETTO as what RLETTO sees himself as more of the singy, rappy type performer and artist. So I think that Chance felt like he might be able to be more of value coaching wise with RLETTO rather than to Val.
Okay. You know, Stephanie, you always keep things plain or make things plain for me, and I appreciate because I'm still trying to figure it out, but now I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. It was strategy.
I think it was strategy.
And you gotta also think about how well will someone work with someone.
Yeah.
I think John works his best with established artists. No, I'm with you.
And I feel like it was a gracious move for Chance to give up Val if Chance didn't feel like he could coach her well or give her anything of value in his coaching. Good for him.
Yeah. Wow, what a way to end battles. What a way. Oh my goodness. It's like, you know, Stephanie, I don't even want battles to ever end because I love it so much.
I know.
I love it. All right. So, we're done with battles.
Yes.
We move on to knockouts, which is going to be a bloodbath, as we always know.
Yes.
So, what was your overall take on battles this season?
I thought they were good. I feel like there were a lot of really good battles. I feel like there were only a few like battles that I will go back to and play over and over again. I don't know that I necessarily feel like I had like the lightning in a bottle moment like I've had with other seasons, but I will say that there were a lot of artists that I might not have been really impressed with in the blinds that I was more impressed with in the battles.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I thought they really showed up.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of our mega mentor? Did you see who that's going to be?
No, I didn't watch. Who was it?
Keith Urban.
Oh, come on. Y'all better switch. Go from the other singing competition show to this one. They be bouncing back and forth.
They be bouncing.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all so much. We really enjoyed y'all. I will be back under regular circumstances next week. But I can't wait for the knockouts. They're going to be crazy.
Yes.
Stephanie, tell the pitchies what they need to hear.
All right. So don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Pitchy Podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you can be the first to know when we drop a new episode. Also, don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Search for the Pitchy Podcast and hit that subscribe button so you know when we drop a new video. And last, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Pitchy Podcast for new episode alerts, episode clips, and so much more.
All right, you all. Woo! I didn't want it to end, but it has to. It ended on such a high. I'm okay.
Yes.
And I know Stephanie is more than okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's just an old fantasy. Come on. All right, y'all. See you next week. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.